Hey everyone, it's Crystal, and this is the video that I promised you. This is my hair after washing it. Basically, I washed it with Hair One tea tree oil, and Hair One is basically the generic brand of Wen. It's WEN. They have a lot of infomercials and that sort of thing, and it's one of those all-in-one. It's basically like leave-in, shampoo, conditioner, styler. It's supposed to be everything in one, and they have different formulas at Sally's. When it comes to Hair One, they have like a dry scalp formula, which contains tea tree oil. They have like a dry hair one, which I think has olive oil, and they have one with argan oil, and they just have different types, whereas I don't think that's the case with Wen. I know that they primarily use argan oil. And this one's like $10 in comparison to like $40 with Wen. So this is what I buy, and I generally don't use this in the way that it says. I don't use it as everything. I will put it as a leave-in sometimes. However, I don't think I like the way it mixes with my gel so much. It just has its own properties that I love to cleanse with it as a shampoo because it tingles, which feels really good. And I think it is very moisturizing. It's not good for detangling because it's really thick and it doesn't set up, which is one of the things about it that they, because it's sulfate free, it's just like one of the things that they tell you, if it's setting up, then it's drying out your hair. And so I don't recommend it so much as a detangling conditioner, but just for me, sometimes as a leave-in, but definitely to wash with it is a good thing. I use that, and then along with it, I use this Suave Professionals for dry or frizzy hair. It's sleek conditioner, so it's like instead of using the really cheap Suave stuff, this is a little bit more expensive, and it's definitely thicker and heavier and a better quality. I just got this not too long before I had straightened my hair, so I haven't used it that many times, but I definitely have liked it each time I used it. So I used both of those, and I got out the shower and I detangled with my Denman brush, and after that, I went in and I went ahead and rinsed it out. I know I said I was going to leave it, but I chose to do something different. I rinsed it out, and afterwards I got out and I put some more of the sleek conditioner in, and I just kind of combed it all through, or Denman brushed it through. And I ended up putting some more of this edge gel that I actually got for my hair when it was straight, but didn't really help because it has water in it, so it ended up waving up at the roots, which is kind of weird looking. But I ended up putting some of it, and it actually is a lot better with my hair curly because my hair is wet instead of dry, and so it really smooths on well. But I just put some around the edges up here, and it has argan and olive oil in it, so I just kind of ran my fingers through. One thing I will definitely say, at first my hair wasn't straightening or curling at the ends, and when I was in the shower, and I was like, oh gosh, I'm freaking out. But it started to curl up, but I could definitely tell that my hair is thirsty because with it being curly, it gets water all the time, and so I could definitely tell that it's thirsty and probably a little unhappy that it hasn't been getting the moisture that it's used to. So I'm definitely going to have to baby it and, make sure that I condition it regularly. But it feels good. It feels soft. And I will say that I do believe it's wavier. It did loosen it up a little bit, and definitely towards the ends a little bit more. You can see that it's kind of really loose down there, and then up here it kind of tightens up a little bit, which is not too different from what it was, but definitely a difference. And also, main difference, which is what I was talking about, is the back part. I totally can't see what you guys can see, but I'm going to guess you can see it. The back part was where it would like be wavy and the very ends would like curl up really, really tight, but I think she cut all that off, so that's not like that. But one thing I can see is, if I brush it, if I brush this, brush my hair right here, for a second it kind of stays elongated. Okay, definitely didn't do that before, just in that back portion of my hair. My hair back there had this kind of thing where when you brushed it, all of it would quickly spring back up into this really, really short curl. Like, not one big curl, but you know what I mean. Like, it was very, very springy, and it was the only part of my entire hair that's like that. So I'm not sure, like, why it was like that, but it doesn't appear to be doing that anymore. And that's one of those things where why some people call it heat training is because I think they desire their curl to loosen up a little bit. So I can't say I'm totally upset about it right now. First of all, after a few conditionings and washings, it'll probably curl up a little bit more. But I am enjoying the fact that the back isn't doing that because it did look a little different and it would shrink up really, really short. And so it would be kind of odd. And I like that it's not shrinking up as short. This right here is still short, and she actually cut it. So, and look, you look right here, you can kind of see this little piece. This piece is like really hanging. So that's probably one of the more pieces that, you know, got a little damaged. But I think that, and it's not like that over here. I think this happened to me before, and it doesn't take long. I mean, like, it'll eventually get back into the mix. It didn't stay that way. It just kind of, that's just kind of how it is because my hair is a lot of different textures throughout. So right now that's all I have in it, and usually I put Eco Styler gel in it, but actually right now with this conditioner and with the Edge gel, it actually doesn't seem like it needs it. It's pretty defined and pretty shiny and soft, and so, you know, if I don't have to put the gel in it, I won't because I do not like the effects of the gel after a few days. The gel doesn't necessarily damage my hair, I don't think, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. And so if I could avoid using the gel, that would make me very happy. So I am enjoying the definition that I have. It is bigger, and I like that. She cut it, so I'm gonna see the difference in the shape based off the cut that she did. And I don't know if I would just like this rock it. It's not bad, but it's kind of like a little kiddish. I would probably put a little bit more of something in it, so it can be weighed down more, or part it differently, or do something so that it wouldn't be quite the same. Usually, my style is to wear my hair all the way up like this in a big poof. However, now that my hair is shorter, my poof isn't as big, but it can still do what I like it to do. And I actually don't, out of all the millions of those things I have, and you saw it in my other video, I don't have one right now, and I'm pretty sure this isn't gonna work. One thing I hate about product is like my hands get all slippery and stuff. I'm totally thrown off about direction. It's not gonna work. I can feel it now. Anyways, just made myself look crazy. So I think maybe the cut that I had where it was shorter at the back and longer at the front may look better down than this all the way around close to the same length haircut. However, I'm glad she cut it, and I'm sure I can work with it. And yeah, so this is it. I really am not against it. I don't think it's bad at all. It still has a spring to it. It definitely needs some moisture. It has shine to it, and it's definitely still curling. It does have its pieces that are a little straighter at the end, but this is the first time water has hit it. So I think if it's good for it to be like this the initial time, no treatments put in it, none of that. I think that we're doing, I think I'm doing pretty well. So there you go. This is what we've got. I'm not mad at it. I'm okay with it, and I look forward again to what we're going to have on our hands in October, November, when, I know this is a crazy hairstyle, but whatever. And look, I can't figure out what side. Okay. I'm totally confused by the camera. October, November, when I straighten it again. So thanks for watching, and that's about it. Those are the products I use. This is what I got, and we will see what's next. Have a good night. Bye.